Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the JP Football Podcast. I hope you are all having an absolutely fantastic day today. As you can probably tell, I'm actually in a different location at the moment, not in my usual place where I do these videos, but that's not going to stop me. I know I also forgot my Everton jersey. I know I didn't think I would be, but it's okay. We're back with another video. It is what it is. So, the biggest thing, I guess, that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that Dominic Calvert-Lewin, our man, our number 9, our main striker, he is out injured. And I actually wasn't aware of this until I believe the day of the Burnley game. Wasn't aware. But I also kind of wasn't aware that Coleman had recovered very quickly from his injury. So, we kind of lost, but we also kind of gained something at the same time. But obviously, Calvert-Lewin, one of our leading goal scorers, just being injured, it's not good. It's not fun. But this is why, we had to get in a backup striker, and we got one in Salomon Rondon, who I think will be fine playing a handful of games. We could start him. It's not the end of the world that Calvert-Lewin is gone. Now, it would be the end of the world if we didn't pick up Rondon and we just didn't really have anybody. But then again, the game against Burnley, Richarlison and Gray were mainly the forwards up front. But again, I'd rather see Rondon up front and then put Richarlison out wide, whether it be the right or the left, doesn't matter to me. And yeah, because, Rondon, he's physical, he's big, he's kind of like a like-for-like player, except obviously Calvert-Lewin is miles better, but, Premier League experience, like-for-like player. It should be fine. It should be fine. But so here's what, according to Sky Sports, by the way, this is what the news is. Dominic Calvert-Lewin faces a spell out with a broken toe and a quad injury. Rafa Benitez has confirmed it. When asked about the striker's absence, Benitez confirmed that Calvert-Lewin will be out for at least 2 or 3 weeks and will be monitored by the club's medical staff. He's broken his toe. Benitez said he was training with problems and playing with pain. He had an injury the other day to his quadriceps, and we have to wait 2 to 3 weeks, maybe more. But now, okay, Everton have at least 4 or 5 games at like minimum between the next 2 to 3 weeks. But again, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not, because we got Norwich coming up, and then we got QPR and the Carabao Cup, and we should be doing fine without those teams. Now, we do have Villa coming up this weekend, and Aston Villa. So, yeah, obviously it would be better. They're a much better side than the side we faced against Burnley. So obviously, yeah, okay, we definitely could use him there. But again, I think Rondon, if we start him, he'll be fine. I really believe Rondon's going to do fine, and he'll do a decent job. And Rondon's going to want to prove himself. He's going to want to prove to us Evertonians why he was worth, bringing over from the Chinese Super League. So yeah. Villa, QPR, Norwich, and then I think it's Manchester United. I may be wrong. I think it's United. We'll probably lose that game, get there when we get there. But after that, maybe the next game after the United one, we should be fine. But look, if we can get our next 2 Premier League games, at least against Villa and Norwich City, if we can get 4 points out of the possible 6 from those 2 games, I'll be a happy camper. I'll be a happy Evertonian. So, there's that, and that's good to go. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully Calvert-Lewin will. It only takes 2 weeks, not the 3, because it would be great to have him ASAP. But again, not freaking out, not the end of the world, because again, overall, we got Salomon Rondon. He'll come on, and I believe he'll do a job. So that's that. Moving on. This one's going to be a little bit about James Rodriguez. Honestly, there's not too many big Everton news around other than these 2 players. So James Rodriguez, we're not selling him. There's, ever since that Istanbul Baskashir rumor, there's literally been absolutely no links for anyone in the open windows trying to claim and bring James Rodriguez to their team. And I forgot what journalist came out of this, but some journalists came out and basically said that no one actually wanted to take James Rodriguez, which if that's true, which I could definitely see being true, that just seems to be a testament to the player at the moment, right? So the biggest thing that James Rodriguez can do, not only for the club, but for himself at this moment, is just, if you're fit, if you're healthy, work hard. Just please try to work as hard as you can and try to fight for a place in the first team, because honestly, we're doing fine without him right now. We are doing fine without James Rodriguez right now. So but I think Rafa will give him a chance. So he needs to fight to be in our first team squad, at least fight to try to make the bench and not completely give up. Because let's be honest, lads, James Rodriguez will be looking for a move away to Everton come the January transfer window. When January hits, he's going to be asking his agent. They're going to be looking for clubs left and right. So he has a couple options. He can either, sit on I can't even say the bench. He doesn't even make the bench. So he could literally either just piss off at home and sit like a fat lump on a sack or a log, whatever you want to call it. So he could do that and just not be bothered, just literally do nothing. Or he can try to fight for his place in the Everton team. And then we as fans can show our reciprocation, our appreciation to him for doing that. Because again, there's not a single person at Everton Football Club that looks at James Rodriguez and be like, yeah, that fella right there. Yeah. No, we don't want him to succeed. No, not a single person at Everton Football Club is like that. And I'm sure not a single fan is even like that. We all want James Rodriguez to succeed. And if he shows us that he can work hard to try to force his way through the team, that's all we can ask for at that point. That's all we can ask for. Because at least if he makes the bench, we can say, okay, at least he's making the bench now. We know he's putting in the effort, because Rafa Benitez is not going to put a player in the starting 11 or even the bench if they're not trying. Simple, easy as that. Really, that's all there is to it. So on behalf of Everton fans everywhere, worldwide, hopefully he can just suck it up, work hard, and maybe his stock will go up. Who knows? Who the hell knows? But anyway, that's all of the Everton news I have for today. The last thing, I guess, Champions League. The Champions League officially started this week. Europa League, Europa Conference League. It has been such a joy to watch. It has been a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a lot of fun, okay? And if you haven't seen the Champions League matches, the biggest one I watched today was Club Brugge versus PSG. And by the way, what a game that was. Phenomenal game. It was drawn 1-1. The Club Brugge crowd was absolutely insane. Hans Van Aken of Club Brugge, who's honestly my favorite player on that team, and I'm not just saying that because he's a popular player there and he's the captain. I've been a fan of Hans Van Aken since about, I'd say, 2014, 2015 Club Brugge, when I found out about Club Brugge. Again, they're a top Belgian side, and I like the guy. He scored against PSG today, so props to him. Club Brugge also had a couple other players that looked pretty good. That one guy, Lang, his last name is Lang. I liked his work rate. He worked really hard against PSG today. So yeah, fantastic Champions League match. Barcelona, Bayern Munich. I think everyone knew going into it, Bayern Munich was, going to beat them. And honestly, Barcelona looked like crap. They looked like absolute crap. Hopefully they don't perform or play like that against the other teams in their group, or they're not going to be moving on at all. But yeah, Champions League, Europa League, Europa Conference League. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Europa Conference League real quick, Maccabi Tel Aviv, that Israeli team I was telling y'all about. Yeah, they won 4-1 on their opener. That's right, 4-1. I'm telling you guys need to check out as much as you can all these teams in the Champions League, Europa Conference. They're all good teams. Obviously, there are levels. Of course, there are levels. But again, they're still all good teams. And again, also, ladies and gentlemen, if there's a specific team other than Everton, it could be Champions League, it could be any other. If there's a specific team, you're like, hey, Josh, I want you to talk about this team. I want you to talk about this player. Leave it in the comments below. You want me to talk more about Club Brugge? Leave it in the comments below. You want me to talk about Maccabi Tel Aviv? Leave it in the comments below. Any player, any team, Champions League, any subject, ladies and gentlemen, please just leave it in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to discuss it on the next video. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be all for today. Please like this video. It only takes a second. And please subscribe if you haven't already. It really means the world to me. It means a whole lot. And spread the word about the JP Football Podcast. If, well, if you're enjoying it and you want other people to see it, our subscriber count is growing. And eventually when we do get, enough and more, we can start bringing on local athletes to interview. I want there to be a decent amount of you so you can be able to see these amazing local athletes. And on that note, support your local teams and your local athletes. And yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen.